Good morning. Well, what a day. We've determined that there is no fuel coming through the fuel pump. It's a mechanical fuel pump. And we're not sure why. Little to no antifreeze in the radiator, so that could potentially be a problem. Nonetheless, a little bit of manual labor that I'm not afraid of. It will be fun. I'm very excited to get this driving down the road. Hey! Hey! So that's fun. We're just increasing the value every second. Every second of the way. Bam! 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 Okay. Anywho, that needs to be replaced, that bulb. As soon as we get it running and driving, I will be taking the seats out and vacuuming and steam cleaning the carpet and... Ooh, I just cannot wait! I'm gonna have like 80 horses coming out of this bad boy. Well, the time has come. I'm on my way down to the auto parts store. We're gonna see if we can get this fuel spill. We're gonna see if we can get this fuel pump going and going on this truck. Let me show you where we're at right now. So yeah, I've already cleaned up a little bit of this spill, but got a lot to do. I took the fuel filter out and I blew out the line from that side and sprayed it down here, no problem. Just a little bit of spray, that's what that's from. It's already dried up. However, I sprayed the return valve and it came pouring out of what goes into the filter, and I had to unplug it here because it was just spraying. It had a good enough flow. So once I unscrewed it here, the vacuum stopped and, you know, only a gallon got out instead of 2. Luckily, there was only 1 gallon in there. Okay. Fuel pump. In here. It's mechanical. Get this fuel filter. Maybe I'll spray it out before we go. Oh, gosh. Just want to make sure that we get the right one, you know. So I'll bring this in to compare. Online, it says they have this in stock, so they must have used this with GM stuff all over the place for a long time. It's not like the Cadillac one I have. The Cadillac one I have is maybe twice the length. I can't remember. Anywho, let's go on down. So I've got my list of things. I'm gonna let that air out. We've got a fan blowing out the garage. It smells great in here. Loaded up in the truck. Let's head on down to the O'Reilly's. Chevrolet. Hello. We are here in the parking lot. I'll show you where we're at here in a moment. I want to let you know right over there. We just missed it, but there was a car wreck and they got a tow truck in here to pull both cars out. It looked like everybody was walking away. I didn't see that there was an ambulance happening earlier, but I may have missed that. Just want everybody to be very, very safe out there when they're driving. You never know what can happen. You want to make sure that you are either testing yourself, making sure there are the proper amount of liquids. Check under the hood every once in a while. I don't know what the engines are looking like, the engine bays are looking like these days. But if you can check the fluids yourself, you know, have a look. We all know the number one fluid to check is the wiper fluid. If that's not full, then your car is not gonna run whatsoever. So make sure that you check that wiper fluid for safety. Anywho, I really want to remind you that there are cars out here every single day driving, and you are one of them. So please be safe out there. Drive slow. You'll be fine. you, sir. All right, we've got that fuel pump installed. New fuel filter down and back there. Kind of cleared out the lines. Didn't get the installation on video because, well, didn't have any storage space. And my phone had to update. So, we'll see about getting it started. We'll fill up that antifreeze into the radiator. To that radiator springs. What do you got going on, Dad?
Reattaching the fuel line for the carburetor.
That's useful.
Since it's an Isuzu, there's lots of room. There's not a lot of room to put this fuel line in. So once the fuel line's all the way on, then we'll see if that fuel pump can get any gas out of the gas tank.
Well, just keep torquing on it until it snaps.
Well, you just keep twisting and pushing. That's how it works. Alright, so now we are going to crank the battery. Let's turn the starter over and pump gas into this water bottle to see if we get the water bottle started. That way we'll know if the fuel pump is working. And then if it does, then we'll put it on the carburetor and see if we can make that do things.
And I'm not going to put it in gear because we do not have a tire on. So I'm just going to say that out loud so
you
in case I
remember?
do it later. I'm turning.
Plug that back in for me, please.
I'm gonna hand you this. Get it on the bottom. Bottle of water.
Alright. See if we can get any fuel out of there. Alright, make sure you're neutral now that you talked about it. Go ahead, crank it. Crank it. That's great. I just dropped the flashlight, and the flashlight tried to launch into next year. Hey, the flashlight works. Let's see.
It looks like there's a little bit of fuel in there.
Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, sweet. All right, so let's crank it one more time. That way I can watch it and I won't be crying and jumping around like the kids in that video. Jump around. All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Send it. I would say the fuel pump is fuel pumping. All right, so next adventure will be connect the fuel line up to the carburetor. Careful, that thing's filled up, up. And there we go. Successful fuel pumping. All right, so
I'll put this back on.
put this fuel line on. I'll steal that from you.
Stick it back in the fuel tank. Or recycle it. Yep. Okay. That's good.
Brand new gas. All gas is that color. We're probably not going to put that back in your fuel tank. All right, let me set this right here. All right.
Put the tire on and go down the road.
Let's go drive it. Let's start it up. Let's try to start it up, I should say. Don't give it any gas. Just crank it. We'll see if it does engine starting things.
Right.
Just send it. So idling super fast, no big deal. It's still on the choke.
3,000 RPMs.
It should, yeah, it will do. This guy replaced the carburetor. So what we're gonna do then is, before we do some carburetor adjusting, I don't know how much we can even adjust this old smog carburetor though, is we will make sure that your radiator's got some fluid in it. And then that way we're not running it empty. I know we got a little bit of a radiator leak, but I caused that earlier. Hopefully will seal. I disconnected the cap over the top of the thermostat housing. So anyways, we'll see if we can't get this carburetor to idle at a more reasonable idle. We probably have 1,000 vacuum leaks as much as we've been bumping into things. So more to follow.
Here we go, starting it up. Gear, we'll take off the brake. Maybe that just needs to be worked around.
Sweet whistle.
This manual steering isn't so bad.
So that's third. Put it in fourth. Put it in fifth. That's 5 gears on a 5-speed. Can't ask for much more than that. You're not allowed to run over the people. So once we get past them, just get on your brakes and drag it to a stop. Do a little brake cleaning.
These rear tints are something else. I can't see anything.
It's a limousine, dude. Winch wipers work? Okay, no, the winch wipers don't really work. Okay. We probably need blades.
Got some today.
Yeah, should have got blades. At least they're loud and don't let you see. So you got that going for you. Yeah, it's out for the little children.
This is neat. That's hot.
No killing the people. Alright, first test drive seems to be going fairly well. We aren't pushing. No phone calls are required. It's got a little go. It's got a little stop.